So what caused my wife's stroke? Well, nobody really knows for sure, but we do know what happened, and that was that she had a dissection of the carotid artery. There are 4 arteries that feed your brain, as you may know, and the one here on the left, the carotid artery, had a dissection. And that's apparently, if I get this right, when the artery's inner wall has a leak, even a very, very tiny leak, it leaks into the outer wall, causes a bulge in that artery, and that shuts off the blood flow. And that artery feeds 1/2 of your left hemisphere. And that's what happened to my wife, 44 years old, school teacher at Oceanside High. So a major stroke. And she's, thankfully, after 3 years now, she is improving continually, but it's a rough ride, to be honest with you. But here's something you got to know about. There's some risks here that you may want to know about, such as, do you go to the chiropractor? Do you ever get your hair cut at the hair salon? And do you surf? Why? Well, this is what I was asked when I got there to the ER, and they had already done the ultrasound of my wife's neck, and they did find out quickly that she had a dissection of the carotid artery. Artery shut off once again. They asked me initially, has she been to the chiropractor recently? No. Well, apparently, when you go to get your neck adjusted, if you do that, that sometimes ruptures or causes a dissection of the one of these arteries that feeds your brain. So something to watch out for if you're going to a quality chiropractor. Probably it's okay, just something to know about. The second question is, they asked me, has she been to have her hair cut? Been to the beauty parlor? Not recently. Oh, well, the wash bowl, that's the culprit there. A lot of times when people are leaning way back in that wash bowl, you have that severe angle, and that can cause a problem with your arteries apparently in your neck, and you might wind up with a dissection of the carotid artery and wind up with a major stroke. The third question is really surprising, I thought, was, does she surf? Well, no, she doesn't surf, and apparently that situation is when a lot of the people that are surfing, if you get munched in a wave, you hit your neck on you hit your head on the sand, or just twist around, I guess, whatever it might be. Even young people sometimes get these injuries to their arteries, and again, it does cause a stroke. So that's the word to the wise. If you go to the chiropractor, if you get your hair cut, and if you surf, you could be at risk for a stroke, so kind of beware there. And by the way, I did learn in my research in the last few years that well, I don't guess the haircutting industry has learned that, yes, those wash bowls can be dangerous to your health, and so the industry is kind of correcting itself, and they have a new wash basin that kind of comes up to the client. But I would just say, if you feel pretty uncomfortable and you're way back there like that, go ahead and tell the haircutting person you want to readjust. Okay, be well. That's my tip of the week.